I spoke to Putin twice. He called me on the
This
election.
motherfucking piece of shit right
and
here.
He called me on the inauguration a few days ago.
When he's asked questions, this motherfucker dodges shit, you know?
Especially the second
Real
one.
piece of shit.
For a pretty long period of time. I'm sure you probably get it because it was.
That's what I'm doing. This is life. For the hustle boy. For the hustle boy. Check out Trump, bitch ass. We own this pussy. Use a faggot, Trump.
To the best of my knowledge, no person that I deal with does. Now, Manafort has totally denied it. He denied it. Now, people knew that he was a consultant over in that part of the world for a while, but not for Russia. I think he represented Ukraine or people having to do with Ukraine or people that, whoever. But people knew that. Everybody knew that.
But in his capacity as your campaign manager, was he in touch with Russian officials during the election?
You know what? He said no. I can only tell you what he... Now, he was replaced long before the election. You know that, right? He was replaced long before the election. When all of this stuff started coming out, it came out during the election. But Paul Manafort, who's a good man also, by the way, Paul Manafort was replaced long before the election took place. He was only there for...
Look at that guy. This is a new modern Ronald Reagan. Piece of shit, racist motherfucking rich motherfucker, man.
5 more minutes, is that
the
okay?
new modern Ronald Reagan.
Wait, let's see.
Piece of shit.
I want to find a friendly reporter. Used to say it was John. Are you a friendly reporter? Watch how friendly he is. Wait, watch how friendly he is. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, first of all, my name is Jay Turks from Omni Magazine, and despite what so many colleagues may have been reporting, I haven't seen anybody in my community accuse either yourself or anyone on your staff of being anti-Semitic. We understand that you're those grandchildren who are their safety. However, what we are concerned about, and what we have to really urgently address...
Watch how he flash on him. Watch how he changes his whole attitude over a question.
There's been a report out that 48 bombs that have been made in Jewish centers all across the country in the last couple of weeks. There are people who are committing anti-Semitic acts or threatening to...
You see, he said he was going to ask a very simple, easy question.
Look, see how I cut him off?
It's not a
It's something he didn't want to hear, so he ready to cut him off and shit.
So here's the story.
He's a piece of shit.
Number one,
Trump, you a bitch. You racist faggot motherfucker. Come in the hood. Send your boys over here, faggot. That's what you do.
Number two,
pussy ass motherfucker.
Racism. The least racist person. In fact, we did very well relative to other people running as a Republican. Quiet.
Shut the fuck up.
He was going to get up and ask a very straight, simple question. So,
Wow.
welcome to the world of the media. But let me just tell you something.
Wow, this dude's a piece of shit, bro.
I hate the charge. I find it repulsive. I hate even the question because people that know me, and you heard the Prime Minister, you heard Netanyahu yesterday. Did you hear him, Bibi? He said, I've known Donald Trump for a long time. And then he said, forget it. So you should take that instead of having to get up and ask a very insulting question like that. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm Lisa from the PBS.
See, it just shows you about the press, but that's the way the press is.
Thank you, Mr. President. Lisa Desjardins from the PBS NewsHour.
Good.
On national security and immigration, can you give us more details on the executive order you plan for next week, even its broad outlines?
Yeah.
Will it be focused on specific
very fair
countries? And in addition, on the DACA program for immigration, what is your plan? Do you plan to continue that program or to end it?
We're going to show great heart. DACA is a very, very difficult subject for me. I will tell you. To me, it's one of the most difficult subjects I have because you have these incredible kids. In many cases, not in all cases.
Look, watch how he lies.
They're having DACA and they're gang members and they're drug dealers too. But you have.
That's what it's about, right?
Incredible kids.
You white motherfuckers is the ones that started flying the dope over here in the 80s. Ask Reagan.
It's a very,
Asked him.
very, very tough subject. We're going to deal with DACA with heart. I have to deal with a lot of politicians, don't forget. And I have to convince them that what I'm saying is right. And I appreciate your understanding on that. But
shut up, bitch. She asked you a question. She don't understand you.
It's a very difficult
nothing you're talking about.
Thing for me. Because, I love these kids. I love kids. I have kids and grandkids. And I find it very, very hard doing what the law says exactly to do. And, the law is rough. I'm not talking about new laws. I'm talking the existing law.
You can always tell a racist motherfucker.
It's very, very rough. As far as the new order,
He don't have nobody
the
black in
new
his
order is
family.
going to be
Nobody.
very much tailored to what I consider to be a very bad decision, but we can tailor
No
the
black
order to
staff.
that decision and get just about everything, in some ways more. But we're tailoring it now to the decision. We have some of the best lawyers in the country working on it, and the new executive order is being tailored to the decision we got down from the court. Okay?
See how you lied though?
Yes.
And she does a lot of great work for the country as well. Can you tell us a little bit about what First Lady Melania Trump does for the country and their unique level of interest in your administration? So by opening White House visitor's office, what does that mean to you?
Now that's what I call a nice question. That is very nice. Who are you with? Good, I'm going to start watching. All right. Thank you very much. Melania is terrific. She was here last night. We had dinner with Senator Rubio and his wife, who was, by the way, lovely. And we had a really good.
That's
discussion
lovely.
about Cuba,
That's a
'cause we
now
had
that's
some
a
views on Cuba, and Cuba was very good to me in the.
that's a good
Florida
question.
election
He
issue
asked
for Cuban
about
people,
your
Americans.
fucking bitch ass
And
daughter.
I think that.
And that's a good question.
That's right. She
But
just
all the
talked
rest
about
of
the
them is
visit
asking
center,
about
story
war
about
and
that.
shit, and you get an attitude.
like,
You's a real piece of shit. You's a
others,
faggot.
she's
You's a
working with-
pussy.
feel
You
very,
racist
very
piece of
strongly
shit.
about
Shots fired, clown.
women's issues, women's difficulties, very, very strongly. And she's a very, very strong advocate. I think she's a great representative for this country. And a funny thing happens because she gets so unfairly maligned. The things they say, I've known her for a long time. She was a very successful person. She was a very successful model. She did really well. She would go home at night and didn't even want to go out with people. She was a very private person. She was always the highest quality that you'll ever find. And the things they say, and I've known her for a long time, the things they say are so unfair. And actually, she's been apologized to, as you know, by various media, because they said things that were lies. I just tell you this, I think she's going to be a fantastic First Lady. She's going to be a tremendous representative of women and of the people. And helping her and working her will be Ivanka, who is a fabulous person and a fabulous, fabulous woman. And they're not doing this for money. They're not doing this for pay. They're doing this because they feel it, both of them. And
What is this-
Melania
what is
goes
this
back and
even,
forth,
this,
and after Barron
fucking-
finishes school, because it's hard to take
This,
a child out of school with a few months
conference
left.
for anyway.
She and Barron will be moving over to the White House. In
He
fact,
just
it's very
figures
nice question.
when he's done tweeting, he figures he just go ahead and hold a conference
Yes.
for no reason at
I know
all.
This is going to be a bad question, but that's okay.
Oh, why? Cause she black?
Watching you on television.
Why? Cause she black?
Thank you so much. Mr. President, I need to find out from
You hear how he
you
went
said
at her?
something, as it relates
You
to
racist
inner
piece of
cities.
shit. Watch how he go on her, cause she black.
During your campaign.
She black,
It's the
y'all.
inner cities, yeah.
Fixing the inner cities. What will be
Look,
that
see how he
fix?
dropped his eye when he
And
talk about the
you're
inner
urging
city?
it as well
He don't give a
as
fuck about no
the
motherfucking black people.
executive order
Fuck
that's
you
coming
fucking
out this
racist
afternoon.
crackers.
See, it wasn't bad, was it?
That was very professional and very good.
Oh, very
we'll be
professional.
announcing the order in a little while, and I'd rather let the order speak for itself, but it'll be something I think that will be very good for everybody concerned. But we'll talk to you about that after we do the announcement. As far as the inner cities, as you know, I was very strong on the inner cities during the campaign. I think it's probably what got me a much higher percentage of the African American vote than a lot of people thought I was going to get.
Shit. Nigga, who voted for
Much
you?
higher than people thought I was
Whatever nigga voted for this piece of shit, you's a bitch, your mama's a bitch, and you should die.
And by the way, if I might add, including the women's vote, which was
I
much higher
said
than
that.
people thought I was gonna get.
Fuck you. If you
So,
black and you
we are
voted
going
for
to
Trump,
be,
you's a
working
real
with
piece of
our
shit.
having to get
If you
the
vote for any of
to
these
the
fucking
crime,
presidents is
we
white,
want
you's a
to
piece of shit.
Try and fix as quickly as possible.
Let's get back on
It takes
this
a long-
clown
it's taken
motherfucker.
50 years and more for some of these places to evolve, and they evolved, many of them, very badly. But we're going to be working very hard on health and healthcare, very, very hard on education, and also we're gonna
Look,
be
he's
working
lying.
in a
Every one of them say that
strategic
shit.
way, in a good way on
Get the
crime.
fuck outta
We go to
here.
Some of these inner city places, and it's so sad when you look at the crime. You have people, and I've seen this, and I've sort of witnessed it. In fact, in 2 cases, I have actually witnessed it. They lock themselves into apartments, petrified to even leave in the middle of the day. They're living in hell. We can't let that happen. So we're going to be very, very strong. It's a great question, It's a very difficult situation because it's been many, many years. It's been festering for many, many years. But we have places in this country that we have to fix. We have
How
to
can
help
any
African American people that, for the most part, are stuck there. Hispanic American people. We have Hispanic American people that are in the inner cities, and they're living in hell. I mean, you look at the numbers in Chicago.
you see how he didn't say nothing about his white people though?
There's one Chicago that's incredible, luxurious, and all, and safe. There's another Chicago that's worse than almost any of the places in the Middle East that we talk about and that you talk about every night on the newscasts. So we're going to do a lot of work on the inner cities. I have great people lined up to help with the inner cities.
Well,
okay?
when you say the inner cities, are you gonna include the CBC, Mr. President, in your conversations with your urban agenda, your inner city agenda, as well as?
Am I going to include?
Are you going to include the Congressional Black Caucus and the Congressional
Well, I
Hispanic
would.
Caucus?
I tell you what. Do you want to set up the meeting? Do you want to set up the meeting?
No.
Are they friends of
I'm
yours?
just a reporter.
No, set up the
I
meeting.
know some of them, but I'm sure
Let's
they're
go set up a
right there.
meeting. I would love to meet with the Black Caucus. I think it's great, the Congressional Black Caucus. I think it's great. I actually thought I had a meeting with Congressman Cummings, and he was all excited, and then he said,
No.
I can't move. It might be bad for me politically. I can't have that meeting.
Nah,
I was all
because
set for that meeting. You know,
because
we
he
called
found
him
out the real you. You showed your real face.
Spoke to him on the phone. Very nice
Pussy.
guy.
I hear he wanted that meeting with you as well.
He wanted it, but we called. They can't make a meeting with him. Every day I walk in, I said, I would like to meet with him because I do want to.
You a liar.
But he probably was told by Schumer or somebody like that, some other lightweight. He was probably
Lightweight.
Told, he
Wow.
was probably told.
What presidents
"Don't
talk
meet
like
with
that?
Trump. It's bad politics.
And this the motherfucker y'all motherfucking voted
Okay,
for?
one more. Go ahead.
You motherfuckers is
No,
crazy.
Two we can't handle. This room can't handle two. Go ahead. Give me the better of your two.
It's not about your personality or your beliefs. We're talking about a rise of anti-Semitism around the country, some of it by supporters in your name. What do you
And some of it, and can I be honest with you? And this has to do with racism and horrible things that are put up. Some of it written by our opponents.
This
You do
dude's a
know that.
piece
You
of shit,
understand?
man.
You don't think anybody would do a thing like that. Some of the signs you'll see.
I'm just holding this
are not put
motherfucker,
up
so
by
if
the
y'all don't
people
like
who
it,
love or
then shit,
like
kick
Donald
mud,
Trump.
nigga.
They're put up by the other side. And you think it's like playing it straight. No. But you have some of those signs and some of that anger.
Just caught me on the humbug, so I had to have
There'll
it.
be signs and there'll be drawings that are
This dude's a
inappropriate.
piece of shit.
It won't be my people. It will be the people on the other side to anger people like you. Okay,
Wow. I hope y'all got that.
just a clarification. Go ahead.
You gotta read in between the lines, you stupid, silly fishes out here, man.
Stand up, you can.
It's going down. This nigga's finna start World War III up in this motherfucker, cuz.
Just so you understand.
For real.
We're totally divided.
This nigga's
8
on
years
one.
Long before that, in all fairness to President Obama, long before President Obama, we have had a very divided. I didn't come along and divide this country. This country was seriously divided before I got here. We're going to work on it very hard. One of the questions that was asked, if
It's
there was a very good
it's
question, was about
it's
the
divided because you and your fucking white people have kept it like that
We're gonna work on
ever
it.
since
We're going to try and stop the crime. We have great law enforcement.
the beginning.
officials. We're going to try and stop crime. We're not going to try and
Ever
stop
since
crime.
1865. That's when you
It's very
fucking
important.
segregated this
But
motherfucker.
This isn't Donald Trump that divided a nation. We went 8 years with President Obama, and we went many years before President Obama. We lived in a divided nation.
Look at the reporters. They already putting that shit down there. I didn't come along to divide it. Like
I want to thank
his
everybody
word
very
is
much.
gold or something
Great
or
honor
shit.
to be with you. Thank you.
I don't even know where that come from.
Thank you. Look at that.
But you is racist like the rest of your people, and this place is, you know, it is what it is.
What a remarkable window into the state of mind of the President of the United States right there. About an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes, the President, after an opening statement, is telling the country where he thinks his presidency is going right now, what he thinks they've accomplished. President taking a lot of questions from the press. Give him credit for that.
I know, clear your throat, boy. I know, because he's full of shit.
Questions about his
Everybody
relationship
got to.
with Russia. He said Russia is fake news. And after
Russia's
several
fake
questions trying to
news.
clarify
This-
this Blockbuster report over the last couple of days, he said he knew of no contacts between his campaign and Russians during the campaign. Also lashed out at the press, made it very clear he thinks the press is dishonest. Lashed out at what the situation he inherited, saying he inherited a mess when he came to this office less than a month ago. Remember that. It's not even 4 weeks that the president has been in office, and takes issue with those who say right now the White House is in chaos. He says it is a finely tuned machine. Matthew Dowd, we say this a lot. Never seen anything like that.
Never seen nothing like that ever. Here, let me zoom my shit back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've never seen anything like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And everybody know where it's going to. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's real crazy and shit. How this piece of shit. Now, he was a piece of shit before he even got voted in and shit, and everybody's watched that because they watched him and shit. You know, and I even lost a friend. Well, I thought she was a friend. Kelly Beverly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we fell out over the whole Trump deal. You know what I'm saying? But now, like, it's, you know, the White House has never been like this. We never had a president like that. This dude's a real piece of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You mark my word. Everybody that voted for him, I'm saying 90%, 92, 3, 4, 5% of them motherfuckers want their votes back, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, but everybody did it because they didn't want Hillary or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? You guys see it. You see how it is. It's been 4 weeks and it's been nothing but chaos. Motherfuckers is getting fired out that motherfucker, getting knocked back. You know what I'm saying? They steadily, constantly making it a racial deal. You know what I'm saying? Why everything's got to be racial and shit? You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is. That's how it's always been since they snatched the first nigga from Africa. That's how it's always gonna be, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm not racist, but and I done made it a long ass motherfucking way. I have mixed kids, motherfucking people that know me. It is what it is and shit. It's just so sad that, you know, a lot of you motherfuckers just when we talk about racism and it's bluntly just you know. It's just out there. But I remember a lot of my white friends wouldn't even want to talk about it and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's so sad. But you need to get up on your history, man. You need to get up on your history. I educate myself a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I shoot the shit. I shoot fire and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I do what the fuck I you know. I am who I am, you know what I'm saying? I have my haters, I have my lovers and shit. But one thing about me, man, I'll be on my motherfucking shit. And I love to try to educate myself a lot, you know, up on everything. And, you know, and yeah, there's one motherfucking movie, if you into that, you know. A lot of motherfuckers ain't because they too busy just being in other people's shit. A motherfucker will read a fake ass Bible, you know what I'm saying, and or go on fuck ass Facebook and be all in somebody's business instead of actually learning something to see what's going on and shit. Acting like this shit ain't real when this shit's definitely real. You just got a KKK member in the White House. Well, I apologize, man. What am I talking about? They never left out this motherfucker. But this guy, Trump, his daddy is a known KKK member. You have to follow your history. This ain't something we just talk about. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like me, we go do our fucking homework. You know what I'm saying? I'll dig all in the motherfucking shit just to find dirt on any motherfucking body. You know what I'm saying? From a nigga to the street to the president. So, you know, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm just not woofing like a lot of people just be woofing, saying some shit off the fucking top of their head, man. And it's crazy because in the end, you really sound like a fool. You know what I'm saying? You silly fish, bitch ass motherfucker. Anyway, so, you know, this motherfucker's full blown, you know, KKK. He's racist and And it's funny how you just seen that he said, you know, and just like all of them, they gonna go in the inner cities and shit. Pussy, you ain't going to. The police don't even go in the inner cities and fuck around. Shots fired, guess what? Shots has just been fired. Police ain't coming around these motherfucking parts for at least a half an hour to an hour. For one, everybody, we all human. And if you was a cop, hypothetically speaking, you know, anybody, and you was a fucking cop and you heard shots fired, are you really going to just run to the area? No, it don't happen like that. So he can woof that bullshit and say all that bullshit all the fuck he want, just like every other motherfucking raggedy ass. Look, the white people ain't gonna help you motherfucking niggas because you niggas ain't helping yourself and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to help your motherfucking self. You steadily running around with this chip on your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? About the white people. And it is. But you niggas is knocking niggas off too. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm getting at, like, dude, he gonna woof and say all that shit. Yeah, he gonna go help people and shit, all that shit to stand up for. But we know, you know, he ain't gonna do none of that. None of that. He ain't gonna do none of that. It just sounds good, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't about money with this motherfucker. It's all power, because this nigga had $1 million and shit, you know. His daddy gave him his first $1 million. His daddy just give it to him. He been in the game long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So, it ain't about money with this motherfucker. It's about power. And what is going to happen, we're going to be at war. So, y'all better loke up. And don't, you know, and that's just how it's going to be. And it's going to be a war, a race war, all kind of motherfucking war. You know, so, yeah. But, you know, for the black people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, the ones that don't know shit. And you read the Bible, the Bible that the white man had you read, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that motherfucking raggedy ass, contradicting ass, book ass shit. Yeah, that book, yeah, those type of niggas, man, y'all need to go back and look at your history and shit before, you know, you was reading a fucking Bible and shit. Black people there was no Bibles and shit when they snatched niggas and shit and brought them over here to Africa. 100 motherfucking thousands of niggas and shit chained up. Check it out. And they wasn't believing in the Jesus that you believe in. When they was praying on them boats back in 1800s and shit, they wasn't believing in the white Jesus that you motherfuckers believe in. That, you know what I'm saying? My motherfucking, bitch ass mama and everybody else that believed in. They didn't believe in that motherfucker. They was praying to somebody, but it wasn't no white Jesus, because, you know, you think that if a motherfucker was chained up and just for a months at a time and they was praying way back then, Jesus never came to help them. You know what I'm saying? So they, you know, it's just so crazy that you believe that if you pray and go to church, that everything is going to be all gravy. How many motherfuckers y'all get up and go to church every Sunday and don't nothing fucking change? I'll wait. Are you done? I know, because you's a piece of shit, first of all. You know what I'm saying? You praying to something that ain't there. Look, you better get your motherfucking ass up and go do something. You better go and definitely go motherfucking watch that motherfucking movie. The movie came out in 1915, and it's called The Birth of a Nation. And it'll put you at a mind state where we are today. That's where I'm going with all this. All this. Everything I'm talking about, that's where I'm going with it. So you can take it how you want to. You can smoke your crack. A lot of y'all be smoking meth. I'll be seeing a lot of the viewers and shit. They be on meth. I'll be laughing at them and shit. Go do whatever you're going to do. But we are where we're at today. You know what I'm saying? Because it's history, you know what I'm saying? And once again, the birth of a nation. And you'll see where the fuck we at. You will see how we got a Trump. You will see how we got a black person like me sitting here, you know what I'm saying? You know, trying to explain more, because people like, you know, whoever, you know, they ain't trying to hear it. You got the white people that turn their shoulder. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to talk about it, because a lot of white people and shit, you know what I'm saying? Even some of my white friends, they ashamed of their ancestors and shit. Oh, I was just making sure this motherfucker was still. They're ashamed of their ancestors and shit, what they did. to our ancestors and so on and so on. You know what I'm saying? But you got to remember at one point in time that, you know, there wasn't no black people in America. You know, it was just white people. So they went and got them. And black people, after the war, they rebuilt, you know, they rebuilt the country. And then once they was done with them, then they had to start locking them up. You know what I'm saying? You have to have, you know, you have to build this motherfucker some more. And then, you know, you just think about it. Everything's a dollar, you know, because there's nothing you can do in this motherfucking world without, you know what I'm saying, a dollar, you know. Everything revolves on a buck. If I take you and lock you up, then you will pay to come and see me. You will pay to write me. You will send me money. You know, everything's around a dollar and shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's the way it runs. So, yeah. You go ahead and go check out that motherfucking movie. Go ahead and look it up. Find out your motherfucking history. Especially for you pop off the gun with me. Square ass motherfuckers don't even know what the fuck they talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'll be really mad now. I'll be mad than a motherfucker now. You know what I'm saying? Then my bitch ass mama and everybody else and shit in my family had me reading this motherfucking punk ass book that I thought was, well, I guess I didn't read it until I was incarcerated. But that's what I believed in. That's what was pressed in your head and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. It's just, you know, boy, look. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and peep that and read, you know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy, man. I was just on my Trump shit. Fuck Trump. You know what I'm saying? This your head, Trump. It's your head, nigga. Nigga. Trump, you a nigga. Fuck you, nigga. I'll wash my shit, nigga. What you want to do, nigga? Trump, I'm in Missouri, nigga. What you gonna do? Send some of your boys around here and shit, nigga? Nigga, they gonna look real squarish and shit, pulling up in limos and shit. These niggas trying to pull up in motherfucking bulletproof cars and shit, trying to shoot it for the hustle boy.